Welcome to One Question at a Time, the TSI series. Question number 82. What are the solutions to the following equations? X squared plus ax plus 15 equals 0. And we know this equation is the quadratic equations. So we have the detailed videos in the playlist. It's called Math 1314 Color Algebra. You can find in the Easy Pie channel, these channels, in the playlist. And then please watch week 2, especially the third videos, week 2 quadratic equations, to know how to solve for it completely. There are methods we use to solve for the quadratic equations and know when and how to solve for it. So let's rewrite this one. We will have the standard form for quadratic equations, which is ax squared plus bx plus c that equals 0. Okay, so in this case, we will check the square root property. And we know that we cannot solve using it. So we continue with the second one, it's the zero factor theorems. Okay, so we use A times C method. Those will be in this video. Okay, so now we try to use the AC method. The AC method said if you have to find two numbers, okay, you multiply them together, then you will get the A times C. Then the same numbers, but then you add them up, you will get B. Okay, so in this case, let's try. So x squared, right? So we have x squared plus ax plus 15 that equals 0. You see that similar, right? So now we just compare. So what is our A? What is our B? And what is our C? You see that clearly? So you have x squared. So what I always try to tell the student, hey, you have to remember this. You have to know that if you have just x, it means 1x. The coefficient in front of it is 1. But you see nothing here, but it's 1. Okay? And this one also like 1 times x. Okay? X divided by 1 or x to the power of 1. All the same. All is just x. But in different problem, you will use different form of it, then it's easier to solve. Okay, so in this case, A is 1. So A is 1, C is 15, then 1 times 15 is 15. Now B is A. Okay, now we have to find a pair, right? Two numbers where the product is 15. So remember, the product is positive, right? Positive 15 is mean you can have a pair of numbers is both positive or both negative. So keep that in mind. So for 15 you will have 1 and 15. That is one pair, right? Then you have 3 and 5. I think that's all, right? Then you will have -1, -15, -3, -5. Keep that in mind for the side, okay? Now in your mind, you have to find, so which pair will give you, the sum will give you 8. So of course, you will see the second one will be matching because 1 and 15 is 16, right? -1 and -15 is -16. 3 and 5 is A, perfect, right? So you plug in here, you have 3 and 5 right here. You see that matching, 3 and 5. Okay, that kind of like fit that formula. So now our job is just fill it, right? So we have x squared plus ax plus 15 that equals 0. And we know that because the higher degree here is 2, so you have 2 factor, right? So I make like this. And because the coefficients a, right here, a is 1, so we just kind of like make x like this. And then whatever numbers you see, you find right here, you just plug it. So you see positive 3, make it positive 3. If you see that positive 5, make it positive 5. If it's negative, write down negative. Okay, so that's how we factoring the quadratic expressions on the left hand side. Okay, now we solve for each of them because remember the zero factor theorem say you have a times b that equals 0. So a will be equal 0 or b equals 0. Okay, so now this one, our a is x plus 3. We set it equals 0. Okay, or we will have x plus 5 equals 0. Now, for the first one, we subtract both sides by 3. Then this one gone, x equal negative 3. Okay, now similar to the second factors, we have minus 5 both sides. We do opposite of what is this, okay, both sides. So this gone, we have x equal negative 5. So x equal negative 3, negative 5 is the solution. So D is the correct answer. Usually they will not use the parenthesis like that. They may use like the curly parenthesis like this. Negative 3, negative 5, comma, negative 3. Okay, but in this case, whatever you see fit in your solutions, just take it. Negative 5 first because negative 5 is smaller than negative 3. Just like that. It's like the set of solutions, solution set. Okay. For parentheses, usually they would use it for order pair, so it's not kind of like confusing. But because they already set in the solutions, answer choices, so we just kind of choose the one, which one is match our answer, and that is okay. And one more thing, so sometimes we do it and we have some error in between, right? So when you find this factors right here, right, you should check yourself again by distribute it and then to see if it go back to the original questions. Okay, so let's do that. So x times x is x squared plus 5x. Okay, 3 times x is plus 3x. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, now simplify. So this one become ax, right? So it's go back to the original equation. So which just mean the process you do right here is right, it's correct, and then your answers should be right. And if you be careful enough to just plug back in to check for the answer, so let's see, when you check in x equal negative 3, okay, a times negative 3 plus 15, it should be 0. If it's not 0, then you calculate something wrong. So let's do this, right? Negative 3 squared is 9. 9, then minus 24 is negative 15, and 15 is 0. So that's good. Now you check for negative 5 squared plus a times negative 5 plus 15. Is that equal 0? You have to ask yourself like that, right? So we simplify this one. You have 25. 25 at 15, that is 40. So you have a times negative 5 is negative 40. So at 40, which is 0. Okay. So this one right. So the answer is correct. Thank you for participating in this series and see you next time.